Hey guys, Dave Kimbrough here with Kimbrough Team at Remax 4000, and it is March the 7th. And that means we must be at market stats time for the month of February. So that's what we've got hot off the press. If you like information and data, make sure to check on the link below this video, and you'll be able to search these numbers to your heart's content. There's a lot of good information in here. I can promise you it's not all great information. But it is what it is. January and February were not very good months, to be honest with you. The number of units sold were two of the lowest months we've seen in a really long time. Not to be unexpected with the interest rate hikes and people kind of cooling down, inflation talk, media scaring everybody. I mean, there's a lot of reasons that people might pull back. But the good news is March, I think, is going to be singing a different tune. Already here at the Kimbrough team, we're getting a number of our listings under contract. That's existing houses and new construction. So we've seen a nice bump in that. And also our buyer's agents, I'm going to go over some numbers here in a minute, but they're quite busy with people who are very interested in purchasing real estate. Regardless of the interest rates, they're beginning to accept it, right? But the market numbers for January and February, again, they're linked right below. They're down, and that was to be expected. The good news is that inventory is still low, which is keeping the average sale price kind of buoyed, right? So we're not seeing sales numbers or average sale price drop significantly, probably in the past year, I'm going to guess, and kind of an educated guess, but 5 to 7% is probably what we've seen. We've definitely seen them slide a little bit, but I don't think it is overly measurable. But it's just taking things a little bit longer to sell. So as long as low inventory remains, I think that's going to be the theme of the season, because it's simple supply and demand, right? If we don't have a ton of supply, and there's not a ton of demand, it's going to keep those prices up, right? Website views. One of the things I found interesting this month is we had over 9,500 web visits to the Kimbrough team alone, thekimbroughteam.com. And out of that, we had over 5,400 property views on thekimbrohteam.com. What's significant about that? One, it's a lot of numbers, right? We're getting a lot of traffic driven to thekimbrohteam.com. But the nice thing about that is that's an 11% bump year over year, February of 2023 as compared to February of 2022. So what's that tell me? That tells me peeps are still looking. People want to buy. There's desire to still buy houses even with these elevated interest rates. People want to do it. What the Fed's done by raising these interest rates, yes, they're going to cool off the marketplace, but what they're doing is artificially damming up the real estate industry to where people are not as many people are buying, right? They artificially stimulated it with excessively low rates a couple of years ago. Then we had COVID. We had this perfect storm. Now what they're doing is they're throwing water on the fire, but the embers are still glowing. And once those interest rates start to come down and we see them become more digestible to a buyer, we're going to see a rush back into the market for purchasing homes. So if you're looking to buy right now, we've got good inventory. It's not great, but it's better than it was a year ago. So you've got a little bit of a choice. Beat the rush, because I'm telling you, the rush is coming. I don't know if it's 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, 12 months. It's going to come, and then you're going to be competing again, right? And same thing if you're selling, right? I mean, it's a good time to sell if your life dictates that it's time for you to sell. Certainly not a bad market. Good houses go quick. You just got to price them right, and they got to be conditioned right, right? But we do a great job of doing that, and helping guide you through that process. So bottom line is, January, February, not great, but things are looking up as we come into spring. We're going to spring into spring, and we're already seeing buyer activity. So a lot of good things on the horizon for the summer of 2023. We're excited here at the Kimbrough team. So if you got to buy or sell, we'd be happy to take care of you. Friends, family, neighbors, whatever, we'd be happy to help them and take the same great care of them that we have of you. So appreciate you being part of the Kimbrough team family. We look forward to 2023. If there's anything we can do for you, don't hesitate to give us a call, 970-263-7355, or just info@thekimbrohteam.com. Thanks a ton. Have an amazing March, and we'll be talking to you again in April.